Welcome to the 8th grade Math Homework Helper Series. Tonight's homework is NS-4, Compare and Order Rational and Irrational Numbers. First, we'll do some vocabulary. When you see this sign, it means greater than. When you see this sign, it means less than. When you see this sign, it means equal to. And with the greater than and less than signs, you need to realize that we're always talking about the number that comes before the sign and then the number that comes after the sign. So when the sign is opened to the first number, that means the first number is greater than whatever number is going to come after it. When the sign is closed to the first number, it means that the first number is smaller than whatever comes after it. And we'll take a look at 1C. For number 1, you're asked which symbol, greater than, less than, or equal, makes the sentence true. And you have 28/9 and you have pi. So we'll start by converting both of these to a decimal, and that will make it easy for us to compare these. So if we take a look at 28/9, if we turn this into a division problem, remember it's inside over outside, or if you like to think of it as the fraction toppling over or falling, the 28 would fall to this side, the 9 would stay to the outside. So once you've got it set up, 9 goes into 28. You're going to see that it goes in 3 times with 1 left over. Bring down the 0. 9 goes into 10 once. And really what we need to do is go to the hundredths place, because we need to know the digit in the hundredths place. Is it going to round the tenths place up or leave it alone? So in this case, it's going to leave it alone. So 28/9 as a decimal is equal to 3.11. Pi as a decimal is a decimal that doesn't terminate, so I put out a few of the many numbers that would follow it. But if I had stopped at 3.1 here, they would almost look like they're the same. So we needed to go to the hundredths place to be able to determine which is bigger. And since pi is 3.14, that makes it larger than 28/9, which is 3.11. So that's the symbol that you should use. For the next problem, we're going to do 1D, and we have 3.4, and we have 3 2/5. 3.4 is already in decimal form. All we need to do is take a look at 3 2/5. So because it's a mixed number, we'll turn it to an improper fraction, and then we'll set it up to divide. And we get 5 goes into 17 3 times, 2 left over. 5 goes into 20 4 times exactly. And so 3 2/5 as a decimal is in fact 3.4. And so that means these two are equal. Now we're going to take a look at 3A, and we're asked to order the numbers from greatest to least. And so again, the key here to be able to compare these things is to turn them all into decimals. So we set up as a division problem. 11 goes into 9. 0.81 is the answer when you work it out, and it's 0.81 repeating. And so that's the value as a decimal for this. Negative 0.9 is already a decimal. 95%, to convert that to a decimal, is pretty simple. You simply cross out the percent sign, take the decimal that's assumed to be right here, and move it 2 places to the left so that you get 0.95. And the negative of the square root of 1 is -1. So putting these in order from greatest to least, it's easier to use these, but these aren't the ones that we have to put down here for the answer. We have to put the original problems for the answer. So if we look down here, you can see we have 2 negatives and 2 positives. So obviously the positives are going to be greater, and they're going to come first. So 0.81 and 0.95. So 95% is the largest, and then 0.81 comes next. And then if we think about what is bigger, negative 0.9 or -1, negative 0.9 would come next, and then the negative square root of 1 would be the smallest. Next we're going to do 3b. Once again, we're being asked to order the numbers from greatest to least. So we have 0.84, that's already as a decimal, so we'll leave that exactly as it is. 4/5, we need to think about what we would do. We need to divide that, and if we divide 5 into 4, we get 0.8, or 0.80. We'll keep the hundredths place, so we're even with the 0.84. 85%, remember we switched percents to decimals once already. Get rid of the percentage sign, move the decimal 2 places to the left, and you get 0.85. And 5/6, 6 goes into 5, 0.83 repeating times. And once we have these here, it becomes pretty easy to see which is the largest, 85, second largest, 0.84, third largest, 5/6, and the smallest, 4/5. Please use the work that was done for you tonight to help you to solve any additional problems that you have in your homework. And remember, the key to success in math is not only working hard, but working smart.